Hi stars, it's Miss Carrie, and today we are hanging out in our PJs because it's story time. And I have a great story for you. However, I didn't have the book here, and we can't go to the library right now, so we are going to use our trusty computer here, get a little closer, and we are going to tell you the story of Uno's Garden. This is a great story that talks a lot about taking care of our planet. And that's something that we are all kind of focused on right now. So we want you to hear the story. We hope you enjoy it. This is Uno's Garden by Graeme. Go ahead in.
Uno's Garden by Graeme. Uno arrived in the forest on a beautiful day at the very beginning of spring. There to welcome him were 10 magnificent moopaloops and one completely ordinary snortle pig. Uno loved the forest so much he decided to live there. Uno climbed above the treetops. The forest seemed to go on forever. Swinging through the branches were 9 leaping lumpy bums and a completely ordinary snortle pig. Others followed Uno. They loved the forest too. They built houses and boats, watched by 8 feathered frinklepods. And the snortle pig, of course. Uno began to work on a little garden. The fishermen's children played games among the trees. They counted 7 playful puddle butts, plus 1 snortle pig. A little village grew. Some hunters went into the forest looking for sneaky snagglebites. There were 6, but the hunters didn't catch them, or the snortle pig. Tourists came. They saw 5 timid tumbletops, but that was all. Uno kept working in his garden. The village became a town. Then the railway was built. Excited passengers watched for wild animals. They caught a glimpse of 4 grazing gondolopes. And what was that other funny-looking creature back there? The town had become a city. A team of scientists arrived to study the animals. 3 flipper-flaps was all they found. The city grew bigger and bigger, and the forest grew smaller and smaller. Some workers came across 2 pointy pricklebacks. They had never seen anything like them. A lone fisherman set his line in the river. He caught a car tire, several old boots, and a cold. He didn't see the snortle pig. In fact, nobody had seen one for so long, people weren't even sure they existed. One gray morning, the people of the city woke up, looked out over the endless buildings, and were sad. Why do we live in a place like this? They asked themselves. There are no trees. So they left. The city was dark and abandoned. Uno opened his door and looked out. Sitting there in the garden, among the plants that Uno had saved, was a snortle pig, completely ordinary in every way, except that it was there. The snortle pig lived in Uno's garden for many years. The city crumbled, forgotten. The snortle pig grew old and died. So did Uno. But the garden lived on. Uno's children continued to care for the little collection of trees and plants, and slowly the forest returned. The children kept a diary of their discoveries. 2 pointy pricklebacks. 3 flipper-flaps. 4 grazing gondolopes. 5 timid timbletops. Over the years, Uno's grandchildren added to the list. 6 sneaky snagglebites. 7 playful puddle butts. Their grandchildren added to the list too. 8 feathered frinklepods. 9 leaping lumpy bums. 10 magnificent moopaloops. And on a beautiful day at the very beginning of spring, the forest and the city found themselves in perfect balance. Stories were told of the days when an extraordinary creature had lived in Uno's garden. The children listened with wide eyes, and they never stopped believing that one day they would see a real live snortle pig.
Hey stars, we hope that you loved Uno's Garden as much as we do. So take care of each other and take care of our planet and be safe. Bye guys.